Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're on part 3 of the Sons of the Forest playthrough. We're right here where we left off. We ended up entering those buildings right up there. They're just little huts or houses, and there's a cave down there that leaded out to the ocean. And so we just climbed up out of there, out of the ocean, and we are running back up to these houses. We are going to focus on getting through the rest of the caves, trying to find the rifle, and just trying to progress the game in general. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I appreciate you watching. So before we progress forward, we're going to kill some birds real quick and try to make some soup, some beef soup. Alright, so we're going to head on out of here, and we're going to try to find the closest marker to us, like a cave or something. Alright, so we're heading up to this cave right up here. I don't think we've been inside of it yet, so we're gonna go explore it real quick. Alright, so we're gonna try to use some of our rope, so we can pick up some of this rope that we need, because I think we're gonna try to build some bone armor real quick. That way we can pick up some of the stuff that we can't pick up because our inventory is full on these certain items. And this bone armor is not the best armor, but it certainly does work if you are trying to get past enemies. I feel like the worst armor in the game is probably the leaf armor. It's like one hit, it'll take a notch off. So, like I said, this bone armor is not the best, but it's better than nothing. I think this is a dead end. Alright. So it seems like these caves go on for just forever, dude. Like, I've been in this cave for a minute, and it just keeps going down and different directions you can go. I hear electricity or something. Oh, is it another one of those things I can grab? Yep. I don't know what these are, but there's 7 of them. It's these things. I don't know. Oh, maybe I can combine them. It said combine. Artifact. Oh, the pieces of an artifact. Okay. Is that everything in here? I'm wondering where I'm gonna find like the bow, the modern axe, the rope, or it's like a rope gun or something. There's so much to look for in this game, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface. Okay, we can't go that way. Go through here. There we go. Alright, so we're going to try to find the exit out of this cave. We ended up finding that artifact, that, like, piece of whatever it was. So, yeah, we found a little bit of goodies in here. I'm not going to show my whole experience in this cave because a lot of it is just, like, a lot of running around. So, we're finding the exit out of here. And, yeah. I don't even know where my golf cart is. At least there is a bunch of them in one area, but... Oh, there's my buddy. Here we go.
I think it might be done with winter now. Yes, it is. That's good. Okay, we gotta go get our golf cart back. I don't even know if I explored all of it in the cave, to be honest. Wait, can I drink out of that pond? Oh, it's pretty bad. Where's my pickaxe? Oh, it's right here. I wonder what I use that for. Maybe chopping at that stuff in the caves that looks like gold or something.
Alright, so we managed to find our golf cart, which took a little bit of running around. We ended up losing it when we went into that cave, and the other exit of the cave spit us out somewhere completely far away. So I didn't know exactly where it was at. They do have marks on the map for them, but yeah, it was kind of far distance. Alright, so we're over on the eastern side of the Snowy Mountains, and we spent like hours trying to make this camp over here, and we just kept getting killed. We went in one of the caves, which is called the Cultist Cave, where the rifle is, and we ended up dying like right after we grabbed items in there, so like important items. So we are going to go in there and get the rifle, and then there is a major like story point in there as well that you come across. So we're going to make a house on the water real quick that is right here by the cave, and we're going to make this our main base for right now, mainly because the one that we have clear over across the map is just way too far. Like, it is unrealistic to have only one base. So we're gonna make one right here, and I feel like it's gonna be a lot better because being in the water, the enemies aren't gonna be able to get you. You can row off as much as you want. You don't have to fight them to be able to go to sleep, so it makes it a hell of a lot easier. Alright, so we just finished up the houseboat. We are going to make a quick stick bed real quick. Later on, we ended up making a queen-size bed with the deer hide, and it's actually pretty cool. We ended up doing quite a bit with this houseboat and decorating it quite a bit. And I'm not going to show you the whole entire process, because if I were to show you everything I've done in this game that is kind of boring, it would probably be like 40 hours worth of videos. So yeah, as you can see in some of these videos, there's quite a bit of clips cut out, and I'm doing that for the sake of boredom, and so you guys can just see the main key points that I'm showing you, and yeah, so you can keep this a little bit shorter. Alright, so we're just finishing up the stone fireplace too, which is pretty cool. These stones you can only find in certain areas, mainly by water, like lakes and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's not any different than any other fireplace. It just makes it look kind of cool. As far as I know, I could be wrong on that, but yeah. See, as you can see, it looks pretty awesome. Alright, so we got this finished up. We're going to put a fire in here real quick and maybe cook up some food. It's getting close to nighttime, so we're going to wrap up this day in a second. We still have more in the video that we're going to do, though. And also, we're going to make a planter here real quick so we can plant some blueberries and other stuff. And we're also going to do one on top. And this also works as like a little step to get up top too. There is a rope next to it that you can use to climb up. But yeah, there's plenty of room up top that you can use to put stuff on. This houseboat is awesome, man. I would highly suggest using it if you're new to the game and you're looking for an easy way to get away from enemies and to be able to sleep. And as you can see, we got some enemies here, and they can't really get to us, which is awesome, dude. We can just sit here and nail them in the head with the arrows. See, as you can see, we just made the planter on the top of the houseboat, and we're going to see what seeds we can plant inside of it. You really don't have to do much as far as, like, caring for it. The water or the rain will make it grow in the sunlight. So we ended up making a stick holder, an arrow holder, and a bone holder, mainly because you just can't hold enough in your inventory. That's enough. So you can sit here and store arrows, not as many as you want, but you can store a bunch of each kind. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's nice to have bones, bone holder too. That way you can stock up on bones. You can like store about 50, I think. And that way you can come back and make armor if you need to. And the stick holder in general is just nice to have. That way you can make anything if you need it, or use the sticks to make some arrows. So we're making some explosive arrows, which will be very nice for bigger enemies. You can shoot these at big enemies, and sometimes it'll just blow them up in one shot, but sometimes it'll take two. But they're very powerful, and you need like a circuit board, batteries, wire, and sticks. I believe you might need one more item, but yeah, very helpful arrows, and the fire ones are really good too. So right now, as you can see, we're just making the normal stone arrows, and you need these to be able to make more fire arrows or explosive arrows. So we ended up doing quite a bit to the house. We got some taxidermy on the walls. We got a little deer rug. We made all these holders. We're going to make a new bed here shortly, and we made a big table too as well. So it looks pretty cool, and we got some torches on the wall for light as well. That way, if you're coming back here at night, you can see it from somewhat of a distance. Alright, so we're going to end up finishing up our bed later, but right now we're going to head into the cave. We got our armor up to full. We have some leaf armor on right now, which isn't the best, but any armor is good than no armor, to be honest. So this cave, which is called the Cultist Cave, over on the eastern side of the Snowy Mountains, that is the cave we're going to go into right now. Like I said, I've already been in there one time, but I ended up dying, and we had to start all over because I didn't save afterwards. And the only way to save is making a tent or saving at your camp. So, yeah, we're going to go in there right now. We're going to try to explore it. It is the biggest cave in the entire game, as far as I'm concerned, and it's very hard to navigate around. I got lost in there the first time I was in there, but there is a rifle, and there is quite a bit of stuff in there, too. The rifle is the main thing, I believe. So I believe there is a flashlight attachment for your pistol in here as well. There is like a computer usually in every main cave that you can go up and hold A on, and it'll give you like the location achievement or whatever. Not the achievement, but it'll show that you've discovered this location. So we're just swimming through this little hole, and it's going to spit us out on the other side of the cave. So after about 10 minutes of fighting this thing, we eventually killed it. Um, Unless you have like unlimited resources or something like that, I wouldn't suggest killing every single enemy. Like I said, unless you have like a shitload of stuff to use. You can always get your arrows back unless you lose them. But as far as shooting them at an enemy, you can normally pull every single one out. But if you kill those enemies I just killed, you get this cool creepy armor. And the creepy armor is very strong. It's one of the better armors in the game. So we're going to move on from here. We came up through that cave, underwater cave, so we're going to just move along from here. So right here is the rifle. As you can see, we just grabbed it. And this is a very strong rifle. You don't get a whole lot of rounds for it during the game. As far as I'm concerned, I couldn't find a whole lot. So I used my ammo very sparingly.
So like I said, this cave is very hard to navigate through. There's like a bunch of different directions you can go, but for the most part there is, like, it is sort of linear, but I got lost a lot in here, and mainly if you just stick to one side of the cave, you can normally find your way out. I believe this is the room with the giant blob monster that walks around. Maybe it's not the room, but yeah, that thing is freaking scary, dude. Like, once you hear it growl, it's insane. But, yeah. I don't even bother trying to kill it, to be honest. I'm just trying to find my way around here. We end up running into this big spaceship thing. I forgot to mention, we do end up getting the ancient armor right here, which you do need to be able to finish the game. So this is a key point in the story to be able to progress towards the end. And you get one of those artifact things that I grabbed. I don't believe that I end up finding all of the artifacts. I don't know what you can get after you get all of them, but if you know, please leave them in the comments. And as far as the armor goes, it's good armor. It's decent. As you can see, it gives you a whole yellow line, but it makes you take less damage from enemies. It's going to knock down your health first. It's not going to knock down your armor line. So that's what I was unaware of when I was making it, or when I put it on. But I think you'd be better off putting on, like, some creepy armor or something, because I found out that it was just knocking down my health, and I was like, screw this. Once you turn it into the gold armor at the end, it does become a lot stronger, and that's when I would suggest burning it. So from here, I don't believe there's a whole lot else we can explore in this cave. I think we end up coming back in later to get the flashlight for the pistol attachment. But yeah, I'm not going to show... I'm going to eventually just cut to us getting out of the cave unless I find something more that we ended up doing. But yeah. Alright, so here's where we ended up exiting out of the cave. It spits you out at a way different area than where you went in at, which is kind of unfortunate. I ended up so far away from my camp that I ended up having to, like, literally run all the way back. And if you have a golf cart or end up finding one, it is not a good idea to drive it at night because it will end up dying. I mean, you can drive it until you can't anymore, but it charges during the day when you're not driving it. So that was my mistake, and I ended up realizing that the hard way. But yeah, as you can see, we're pretty far away from our camp right now, so It is a little ways to get back. So we ended up making it back to the houseboat. It did take a while. I ended up going back in the cave to see if I missed anything, or maybe I just thought it was a different cave or something. But yeah, we ended up finding some like buckshot ammo, some batteries, some wires, some rope, little items like that. But yeah, we just saved. We're back here at the house. I believe the flashlight attachment is in there, but I can't remember when exactly we go. I'm voicing over this as I'm watching over the video. As you can see, we made a rain catcher here. We made a spear, a holder. We got this thing looking pretty sweet. So I'm pretty stoked about our little house here. Alright, so we're going to wrap things up right there for the video. We managed to get quite a bit done. Or not quite a bit, but we got the rifle and explored that whole cultist cave, which was pretty cool. We got the ancient armor. We got that artifact item in that spaceship. And yeah, we got some other cool stuff too. Some other small items. We got this houseboat made and made it pretty awesome. I'm pretty stoked on this thing, to be honest. I'm going to be showing you guys the important points in this game, so I'm not going to draw it out too long. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.